Hey guys, today I'm going to be reacting to this annoying girl, classically Abby. PSA: men wearing dresses is trash, just like dirty holiday movies. The Scoop number 14. I know this is going to be torture, so guys, please.
Hello, classic crew, and
I didn't
welcome
mean
to
to start
today's
that. I
episode
didn't mean
of
to start that. What the heck? Why is it doing that? So please give me a like for this torture that I had to experience. Please, excuse me, and thank you. I guess let's watch now.
Hello, classic crew, and welcome to today's episode of The Scoop.
Classically Abby.
If you are new,
Of course her name's Abby. Why are all the Abbys so annoying? There's like an Abby that I knew. They're either weird or annoying. I know an Abby right now in my class, she's weird. And then there's an Abby back then, she was annoying. And then this one's annoying too.
are new to my channel, The Scoop is
No offense, but like if your name is named Abby and you're like watching this video, you're probably a good person named Abby. You're probably a good Abby.
our opportunity to just catch up, chat about what went on over the course of the week, talk about what's going on in our lives, and act as if we're just grabbing a cup of coffee together. And there's always some fun things going on in the world. It's kind of an opportunity to talk about things that are happening in the zeitgeist and also just things that I've been doing and enjoying. I love hearing what you guys have been up to, so please leave that in the comments. I always read them. Grab yourself a cup of coffee. I've got mine right here today. Have some tea or just some.
No thanks. I'm good.
Whatever you are drinking, and let's get into it. The first thing I want to talk about today is something that kind of went viral on Twitter,
Oh my
and that
God.
was Harry Styles in a dress on the cover of Vogue. Yeah, that really happened. It's 2020. Anything can happen, it seems. So basically, what happened is that Candace Owens commented on the fact that Harry Styles was in a dress. And so did a few other commentators on Twitter, and it kind of.
They were basically bashing him for wearing a dress, which is not okay. He's not doing anything bad towards them. And literally, Candace Owens is saying men shouldn't wear dresses, bring back manly men. If they can't wear dresses, how come she can wear a suit and a pantsuit? That's typically a more manly thing, a masculine thing. If they can't wear that, then why can she wear that? It just doesn't make sense. Candace Owens is literally so annoying.
Blew up. Now, as somebody who really values masculinity and finds masculinity very attractive.
Nobody cares who you find attractive, girl. First of all, who wants this girl? Come get this girl. I just know she's keeping her husband hostage. Ma'am, or maybe she's being kept hostage. Ma'am, blink twice if you need help.
I don't find Harry Styles in a dress attractive.
He doesn't care what you find attractive. Harry doesn't want you. Nobody does. No guy wants you. Sorry, ma'am.
And this is something that kind of became part of the joke, is that people were saying, oh my gosh, Harry Styles in a dress is just my type. He looks so handsome. He looks so great. No.
Yes.
Incorrect.
Correct. Why is she laughing? I know she's being held hostage. I know. I can see it. I know she's being held hostage, bro.
Somebody who loves the fact that my husband is a man and is masculine.
Harry Styles is a man too.
Seeing a man in a dress doesn't really do it for me. I'm going to be honest. The thing about it is that I think that masculinity is actually really important. I think that men need to embrace the best parts of masculinity, right? Masculinity, just like femininity, can be directed in the worst possible directions, but it can also be directed in the best possible directions. And it's so important to embrace the best parts of masculinity and of femininity, right? Women want men who are going to protect them, and that protective.
Men who wear dresses and are feminine can protect. Just like women who are masculine can protect people too. Let's talk example like a boxing class or a karate class. There's women in boxing, men in wrestling, men in boxing. There's them in both. And just because of the way that they dress and express themselves, it doesn't make them less of a man or less of a woman. So just people like this annoy me because they're always judging people like that, say for men that wear dresses and women that wear suits. You know, it's just not okay because, and people that like this that say that what you wear is basically what you are. Like what you wear defines you when it doesn't.
Instinct masculine thing. Women want men who want to support them. That's a wonderful masculine trait. Men in dresses? Not so much. Men don't belong in dresses. In Western culture, it's not a thing. Men don't belong in dresses.
It is a thing. Do you all? There's so much. Have you seen the men on TikTok wearing dresses? It is a thing. Also, not only that, but literally, there's so much men who don't even like women, who aren't like into women. So why are you like saying that all men should want to protect women and be with women when that's not the case? Want to protect women, provide for women and stuff. There's men who don't like women, and there's women who don't like men. And just the what is it called? Men have been doing stuff that is now considered feminine and only for women for years. They've been wearing, for example, wearing makeup is considered for women when it's not for women, it's for everybody. Makeup used to be just for men. Makeup used to be a thing typically for men back then. And men do wear dresses, girl. And also, even in like just a bunch of cultures, there's like men wear makeup. In some countries, it's even normal. Like, for example, like actors wear makeup. A bunch of people wear makeup. Not just actors, just people wear makeup. A bunch of people do. And, like, for example, pink used to be a dominantly male, masculine and male color until people switched it around and changed it. So, not everything used to be like it is now.
In dresses because men should be men. It's a good thing for men to be men, not to be the worst version of men, but to be good, strong,
Feminine men are the best. What the heck are you talking about?
capable men. The best version of masculinity is refining it and elevating it. But masculinity should still be there. Not having masculinity at all would be a real loss to us as women. The whole
No, bro, not every man is trying to be masculine for you. And not every man is trying to be masculine for women. There's literally gay men who are masculine, who like acting masculine, who don't like acting feminine. For example, like if you see all Harry Styles, he doesn't have a label on himself, but let's just say that he's not gay. Let's say that. Like, okay, let's say that I don't know, I can't think of a good example for that, but not every man is doing it for women. There's so much men who are being masculine just because they want to. That's how they want to act. Not every man wants to dress feminine, or not every man wants to dress masculine either. For example, there's me. I personally would not wear a dress or makeup because it's not my thing that I like. But there's other guys who do, and I completely support that.
whole idea of toxic masculinity really bothers me because the word toxic implies that masculinity in and of itself is
Girl, toxic masculinity is when it's other men. It's men calling putting on makeup or dresses gay and stuff, like using it as an insult and making fun of other men for doing that. That's what we call toxic masculinity.
is poisonous. And it's not. Masculinity is a great thing when it's directed properly. But just like anything, masculinity can be an idol. So saying that masculinity has a really important role in men's lives is something that we should all believe and understand. And I know that strictly from the perspective of am I attracted to a man who would put on a dress? The answer is
I can't. I need to mute this. This is gonna get me copyrighted.
no. Next up, let's talk about something that happened that was peak 2020 and it was really funny. It went viral on the internet and it was the Rockefeller tree. The Rockefeller tree is that huge tree that goes up and it is beautiful every year. But not in 2020. In 2020, it really looked sad. They took the Rockefeller tree, and as it started to go up, some of the branches started falling. It just looked totally wonky. And it was really funny because, of course, in 2020, even the Rockefeller tree is going to take a hit. It has been a hard year, and apparently.
Can I just pause this? So guys, I'm gonna go on her channel and just see the overview of all her videos. And I'm gonna react, guys. For the other portion of this video, I'm gonna react to another video. That Christmas tree portion isn't what I was trying to react to. I was trying to kind of look at and react to more controversial videos. What? Wait. Hold on. What is this? Dear ladies, it's good to act like a lady. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. What is you doing, girl? I just want to know why you put Netflix. Look, why she put Netflix right there. What's less of this, more of this, and a dress. Not all women like dresses. Men, stop hooking up. Why does she care about what people do in their lives? Conservatives are the new resistance. Girl, we don't want conservatives. You guys always. I don't get why conservatives are saying that we rub our ideology in our face. Like, for example, they say gay people of the left are always like gay people and trans people and stuff like on the left are always rubbing their gayness and transness in their face, but that's not the case. Literally, like, what? It's always the conservatives. Cuties is not cute. That's true. Being conservative matters. Let's do being conservative matters.
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help.
Okay, can you guys like stop putting this stuff in my video, please? Like, I'm not trying to get copyrighted, please.
Why do we stand up for the American way? Why do we espouse traditional values even while those
I don't want to be American anymore.
around us fight to dispute the most fundamental truths? Why? Because being conservative matters.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
Being conservative today is not an easy path. You will be faced with every kind of hatred, from minor insults of your intelligence to the doxing of your private information to rioting.
You guys are literally always trying to making yourselves thinking you look smart on social media. I get that you shouldn't dox people ever, but you guys are always trying to make yourself look stupid on social media by insulting other people and being annoying. That's why it happens to you. Stop making yourself look stupid. Like, bruh. Especially you. You're making yourself look stupid on here by saying all this stupid stuff like, oh, men in dresses. Like, just be quiet. Nobody wants your opinion.
And violence. You will be labeled a million different things that have nothing to do with your true beliefs. You will be afraid of being an outcast in a culture that doesn't want to hear about morality or truth. But America needs conservatives. America needs conservatives
No, we don't.
to keep alive what this country stands for, what this country was built on, and the principles that make this country great, even as the mob and the elites will try to tell you that America has no right to exist at all.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. This country is annoying. Sure, I would probably live here because there's also I really have no idea of any other places to move to. Because, sure, every place has its downsides. I'd rather live in Iceland.
America needs conservatives to fight for freedom, not as defined by shallow and sinister modern.
It's always the conservatives that are trying to take away other people's, like, rights and stuff. So what you mean, girl?
But is developed by our heritage. America needs conservatives to keep the record straight on our history, to stop those who would rewrite it for their own benefit. America needs conservatives to fight for everyone's right to free speech, because there is no truth when one party can declare its propaganda as fact. America needs conservatives to return us to the idea of family so that this nation's children have the privilege of a mother and father within the home. America needs conservatives to preach the American dream as a beacon of.
Oh my god, this video is annoying. Girl, even if you guys do things like this, there will still be always be homes without a mother or without a father or without both
Of hope available
or
to
with
all
both.
who would reach for it. Conservatism is vital to America,
No, it's not.
building on our past, repairing our present, and ensuring our future.
We don't need
Being
it.
conservative matters. And
No,
in
it
the
doesn't.
absence of a real life Superman, we are the warriors of
No,
truth,
you're not.
justice, and the American
Those eyebrows sure aren't the warriors. Those eyebrows sure aren't the warriors of justice and truth.
way. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please subscribe to my channel and blog if you haven't already. Head over to my Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook and follow me there. Hit that notification.
How about we go check her Twitter too? Do you guys want to check that? So, personally, I think this is annoying. I think she's annoying. So, guys, how about we go and check what's up? Okay. Let's check. Classically. Okay, what's her at? Let's be classic. Wife of the right angle. Uh, I won't apologize for my conservative beliefs. I'm not sorry. What is this man saying?
When the requirements to become a husband are to provide for a household financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Tell me about the time when you realized that the bar is super low for men. So somehow
Okay.
you're going to tell us that the bar is low when the requirements to become a husband are to provide for a household financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically. You have to be good in the bedroom. You have to pay the bills. You have to feed your kids. You have to feed your wife. You have to give her the materialistic things that she wants and provide emotional support. And if you can't do simply one of those things, she'll leave you.
Um, I have no comment on that video because I don't know what to say. Okay, her Twitter is boring, so her Twitter is very boring. So I'm gonna go back to her videos, and I'm gonna react to one more before this video ends. Okay, guys. Go. Okay. I was just checking if it was still recording. TV doesn't reflect your values. TV and movies ignores conservatives. Girl, not everything needs to be catered to your liking, okay? So please, 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 just shut up, please. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to cater to you. And conservatives are annoying. They have so much values that are just annoying. My glow up story. Why I love my conservative life. If you care about women, be pro life. No, the real thing is if you don't care about women, be pro life. If you don't The real title of that is if you don't care about women, be pro life. America the Beautiful, sung by an opera singer. My birth control story. Okay. I'm trying to find a video. Why we should not just hashtag believe all women. Oh dear, we're in for a big one, aren't we? We're in for a huge ride, aren't we?
Hello, beautiful ladies, and welcome to today's video, where we're going to be talking about why hashtag believe all women is a problem.
No, it's not. Okay, we're in for a big doozy,
I
aren't
want to
we?
start off
Oh my
this
god.
video by saying I don't think that these issues are easy. I don't think that we should take sexual assault lightly, and that for women who go through this, it's
That's basically what you're doing because there's so much people. Okay, if somebody saw this video who got sexually assaulted, they would think, oh my gosh, so now people aren't gonna believe me. You know, they'd be scared. Like, we should believe everybody because there's not always evidence or proof of things happening. Because in the moment that it happens, you can't always be recording. And the moment after it happens, if you record it, it'll make no difference. You didn't record the moment. So you should believe them until proven false.
incredibly painful, and it's really difficult to know how to deal with it. So I'm not at all downplaying that. I don't want to make anyone feel like this is an attack video on women who do come out and say that they've been through something. I still look at the hashtag believe all women movement as a problem. And I want to talk about why. There are two reasons that hashtag believe all women is a problem. One, it's a lie. And two, even if it were true, it shouldn't be. Let's deal with number one first. It's a lie. Hashtag believe all women started after Brett Kavanaugh was nominated for the Supreme Court. Tons of women came out and said that he had sexually assaulted them, Christine Blasey Ford being at the forefront of all of this. A lot of people did not want Brett Kavanaugh on the Supreme Court, and a lot of people lied to keep him off it. It was discovered afterward that many women had lied and said that he had sexually assaulted them with crazy stories that were unbelievable. But people on the left still said hashtag believe all women.
Girl, just because of. Sure, people lie about that stuff. But you still should believe them because if you don't believe them, say if you're like, oh, that's just made up. Say one of somebody tells a crazy story and it's made up and it's not made up, and you think it's made up. That means it will be a victim that will never get their justice. They'll never be able to speak. This is why it's problematic to not believe all women.
All women
Not even
should
just
be
believe all women, believe all people.
no matter what the evidence says, no matter that there should be due process, we should throw due process out the window. If a man is accused of sexual assault, it doesn't matter what the evidence says, he is guilty. The left use this as an axe to wield to force us.
Girl, believe all people or believe all women is for when there isn't evidence. But when there is evidence of it happening or of it not happening, of course if there's evidence that they're lying, you shouldn't believe it, obviously. But if there's evidence of it happening, you should believe it. That's what this movement is for. It's for people who don't have evidence, but who have actually experienced it with no evidence, because there's not always evidence.
Into submission and make us feel like we had to agree or we would be bad people for doubting a woman's accusations. Now, let's look at the news today. Joe Biden is being accused by Tara Reid. Tara Reid has come out and said that she believes that Biden sexually assaulted her. These same people who said hashtag believe all women are now saying we don't believe all women, we side with Joe Biden. How crazy is that? Did the goalposts move or
No,
what
I don't side with Joe Biden. Here's the thing. Hold on a second. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here's the thing. He does have tons of allegations. And of course I do believe them because apparently there's like videos of him doing creepy behavior towards people. And of course it's not a good thing that he did that. There's 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 a few allegations against him. But this is the same girl. This literally is so just problematic that he even has one. It's not okay. But we should believe them because, of course, you don't know if it happened. It might have actually happened.
Doing here. As a woman, I look at this and I think to myself, I don't believe all women. I don't want to get rid of due process, innocent until proven guilty, and you need to bring proof. It's simply not.
No, guilty until proven innocent. And I swear, I know one of you guys is gonna compare it to murder. It's not the same thing as murder. Okay, it's just not.
Not true that these people believe you should believe all women. They believe you should believe all women if that woman is on their side, and I find that despicable. Now, I'm not saying that I believe Tara Reid. I don't know what happened, and I'm not going to say that I'm on her side because the fact is Joe Biden deserves due process, as do all men. So that leads us to point number two. Even if it were true, it shouldn't. Even if people on the left truly subscribed to hashtag believe all women, it still wouldn't be a good thing. Because you have to have due process. Innocent until proven guilty is really important. Think about your husband, think about your son, think about your father. If somebody wanted to ruin his life in one sentence, they could.
Even if they're that's also being biased because you're saying your father, your husband. Of course, if somebody accused them of sexual assault, there's lots of people who probably wouldn't believe them, and that's biased. That is biased. There's a lot of these people, of course, that even they're saying hashtag believe all men, but if somebody accused their family member, they wouldn't believe them, of course. But also, that is biased, but also you still never know if it actually happened, so you still should believe the victim. You know, you still should.
Could, and there would be no repercussions for it. I'm not trying to come up with statistics of how many women have lied, but there is always a chance that women will lie and say that, hey, this guy did something horrible to me, that if he actually did, should deserve the worst punishment possible. But if he didn't, and we sentence him to that, well, some women might take advantage of that. And that's really scary. Sexual assault should not be taken lightly on either side of the scenario. If a woman says that she's been sexually assaulted, we need to investigate that. But we also can't immediately assume that she's telling the truth.
If there's no evidence, you can't investigate it. If you can't find evidence, there's nothing to investigate. That's why there is a hashtag believe all women, because we don't know, because there usually isn't evidence when it comes to that type of stuff. And I know a lot of people compare it to murder, like, oh, why would you just immediately get somebody on death row if you thought they murdered somebody but they didn't? Would you immediately believe if somebody did that, accuse somebody of murdering somebody else? Well, it's not the same thing with murder. There's usually fingerprints. There usually is a lot of evidence. But with sexual assault and stuff, there's usually not evidence.
Men have a right to due process. And as women, we should be looking for truth. Truth doesn't necessarily side with gender, it just sides with what really happened. The hashtag Believe All Women movement was never real. It was created to wield as a hammer against Brett
You
Kavanaugh
just said it was never real, and then you said it was created. So which is it?
and have the right fall in line. And as soon as it wasn't working in the favor of the people who created it, they threw it out when it was inconvenient. And on top of that, Believe All Women should never have existed in the first place. You investigate and make sure that there is proof of what happened so that people's lives aren't ruined.
There's not always proof. Most of the time, there will not be proof.
Because they were guilty until proven innocent. That's never been the way America has worked, and we are lucky to live in a country where we are innocent until proven guilty. I do want
America, back then even, it has always been a trashy place. There's people like her that literally are just so annoying. Like, girl.
to reiterate that if you've been sexually assaulted, that's a horrible thing, and of course it should be taken seriously. Those accusations should be listened to. But we also have to protect the innocent whose lives could be ruined.
Okay, so guys, what my opinion on her is she's just annoying. Just annoying. Let's read these comments. I think I found someone worse than girl to find. That's true. The president has 40 apparently false allegations, and his life isn't ruined. Explain that. No proof. There were Carly Tucker. There are legal documents. And it was 43 cases. 13 of them were children. See, this is so inappropriate. When somebody says that they've been assaulted, you don't ask them for proof because there's obviously not going to be proof. And once I mean, you could ask them for proof. I mean, if they have proof, but they probably won't. Only 2% of women lie. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Please like and subscribe. Goodbye.